Okay, people, let me close this damn thing. Okay, folks. So we are live. Just waiting for our business partner to come on. I hope he got the right link. How's everybody doing on this fabulous Sunday? Still summertime. How's everybody doing? Celebrating my business partner. He has a birthday today, so that's what we're doing also. So waiting for him to come on, and so we can get all the festivities and everything started with things. Let me see. Just waiting for him to come on, and see. Sunday. We're gonna talk about some things that may step on some more toes. You know how I do on network marketing and what it truly is. Stay tuned. Okay. I know a lot of y'all probably that are tuning in tonight. You're probably in the network marketing space, affiliate marketing. One of the things okay, wait a minute, here he comes. I don't know what's going on. Okay. What's up?
Hey, what's up?
Not much. You have trouble getting on?
Well, I was following the old link that you gave me, so.
Oh, I didn't know. I sent you another one. I didn't know if that was the same one.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know if they switch up on everything. I really don't. It may be the same.
Yeah, this was a different number. So.
Okay, well they do that at each show. Okay, I just have to send you that link again. Okay. So people, he just came on the Birthday Boys on here.
Thank you. Hey,
salute.
Thank you. Oh man, I got to get my beverage now.
I thought you probably had yours.
I had one earlier, so.
Oh, you had one earlier. Well, I was going to do it online. You know, hey, this is what home-based business stuff is about. So why not?
Yeah. Oh, hey, don't tempt me now.
So you know. What?
I just want to say, hey, everybody, thanks for all the birthday love, so forth and so on. The text. I even had an early birthday brunch from yesterday from a friend I hadn't talked to in a while. We had treated me out to a birthday brunch yesterday. So hey, it's been good. I just relaxed most of the day, though. Just relax.
That's what you're supposed to do on your birthday.
Yes, sir.
You know. So we know what else you're supposed to do on your birthday. Chill out, relax. It's your day. It's your day around the sun again. How you want to spend it is on you, and that's what that's about. That's what we're honoring you today on this birthday. Some of us didn't make it. You know what I mean?
Yes, indeed. I have to say, I am blessed to. It's the 54th time around the sun for me. So, and I know some don't even have the pleasure of getting that far. So, I am truly blessed. And again, thanks for all the birthday shout outs, everybody.
Yeah, okay. So that's what we do here on our Sunset Sundays when there's a birthday on there and business partners on there. You got a birthday today? That's cool. Wait a minute, I just saw a comment. Let me see. A comment from a user. Let me see. Facebook user, I don't know. They just say hello. I say hello, whoever you are. Welcome to our show tonight. Celebrating Kent's birthday. So, not sure why there's no name on that. They must be coming from one of the groups of mine. So, because this is streaming on different platforms, 2 Facebook platforms, plus YouTube. So that's what we're doing here tonight, sharing out birthday wishes
That's
to
that
Kent.
man. That's that man, Greg Smith, right there. That's that man.
So, but we are going to talk about some business also, and we just still back and forth with birthday wishes to Kent and everything. But one of the things I had noticed, in the last couple of weeks, I had noticed some of the leadership that's on in the space of network marketing, and some of the things I've heard some of their stories. And we both kind of had the same story in this network marketing space, and how the things that have happened, things that have changed, whatever. It's just been one of those things that the market has changed. Just things have changed. Okay. And I think sometimes they change for the better. Some people may not think that, but in fact, you remember Rob Ford?
Say that name again.
Rob Ford, I think Rob Ford. He's in he was more into SEO. Maybe he was. Yeah. Maybe it was before you came on here. He's part of I met him on MLSP too.
Okay.
Well, make a long story short, a lot of I listened to Tracy Walker a couple of days ago.
Mm-hmm.
And she was talking about her story about how she was with, I can't think of the one company that went under. And my make a long story short, that company went under, and about 95% of her income went with that company. Okay.
Wow. Woo-hoo.
Okay. When that company went under, she lost 95% of her income, had to do some things, and she was in real estate investment, and things happened with that. She went through a divorce and everything. But I guess my point is that a lot of people seem to be, even though they've gone through the MLSP thing, one thing that attracted me to MLSP was be the hunted, not the hunter. That slogan. Mm-hmm. And that seemed to have changed over the last few years. I don't know why. There's this consensus now out there that they're always talking about. Well, let's put it this way: she lost a lot of income doing that, and when you know the story with Lisa Torres, she got kicked out of a network marketing company.
Yeah,
kicked out, all because she was marketing. Okay, one of the things I concluded with all these network marketing companies, they're not really network marketing companies. Think about the business model of network marketing. People, everybody that's out there watching it, think about the model. The model, in short, is what do? You either use the products, you're a member of the company to get products at a wholesale rate, and you sell it at a retail rate, right? That's one of the things. And in the meantime, you build what they call a downline. Okay. One of the things I was talking with Rob Ford, he said the biggest problem now in this business, because of the internet came, and back then you had no type of leverage whatsoever in this business. He said the biggest problem people need to still concentrate on is not to build a downline. He said, you remember when we got with MLSP, they always talk about lead with like tools to help people learn to market. The MLM companies do not teach you how to market. They teach you how to chase and prospect. That's why I have a group on here, and I'm thinking about putting some kind of course together on why you should not build a downline and you should truly build a business. And if anybody's willing to participate in this course, if you're wherever you're watching, leave an X in the comments on Facebook, leave some kind of information. If you really truly want to understand why you should build your business and not a downline up front, please leave a comment, leave an X, something. That's wherever you're watching, on the Facebook pages or on YouTube, because this is the biggest problem in this industry, that people are too much building a downline and they're not really building a business. They're not teaching others how to build a business. And this is why people get left out in the wilderness when these companies leave or fall apart or get shut down for some reason. They put too much emphasis on their income in these network marketing companies. What are your thoughts on that, Kent?
And that sounds like a good idea. Yeah, because it's that's what we were taught to do. You know, build your downline. I mean, because depth is supposed to build security. You know, and that's been, I think, especially in this age of COVID now, that notion is just blown up out the water.
Yeah, you would think that would be the case, but even with Lisa, she just got ousted out of the network marketing company back in October or something. She did October or November of last year. So that's full blown into the COVID situation. So what did they think that how she was going to build a business without training people how to market? Because all the traditional event type of things were either canceled or some of them might have gone online, very few, because a lot of them probably didn't have the technology. Even with us, both of us are affiliated, and I use this real sternly affiliated, because in serious people, those who are watching out there, you are really just an affiliate. It's really affiliate marketing, because there's little to no network, and there is really no marketing in these platforms or these companies. They don't teach you marketing. The reason why they were formed was have every day, like this one guy used to call what was it? I can't think of his name. Well, he used to call everyday people Joe Bag of Donuts. Right. That's a New Jersey term. And he said that most people who do enter network marketing they come from a workforce. They come from a work background. They come from that mindset, and they have no clue about marketing. They have no clue about business. They just know how to get up, go to work, do what they told, and come home. When you're trying to show them how to run a business, which is not what they're doing, we say this business is a people business, but if you look at what it really is, it's a business of people. But the problem with the people in the business is that their mindset is not geared to a business, or they're not geared to entrepreneurship. Until that mindset changes, this is one of the reasons why people struggle. Okay. Next week we're gonna continue this, and I'm gonna break down 3 ways to actually, at the same time that you build your team. Now that's the term we should lose. There's a lot of terms we should get rid of. We should get rid of the term prospecting, replace it with networking. Okay. And we got to get and marketing. So, that's what this industry is. That's what we need to refer to it as, because there is no prospecting. And this is what I wrote a book about 4 years ago. Okay, let me see if I can pull that up for you. You can check this out. It's called The 5 Keys. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, here it is, right here. Okay, right there, the lower third. If you want to really understand marketing and get away from the chase and stuff, you need to check out this book. I talk about why you need to learn to market and stop prospecting. Okay, this is a book I wrote about 4 or 5 years ago, actually in 2016. So you can go there and get that book and learn what really this business is about, what it should be about, because especially in this market with all the variant surges and stuff, I would not be surprised because they just canceled the New Orleans Jazz Festival again because of the surges. Been happening down there. I think New Orleans is like the first of cases in the country, and Florida's the second. So if that's the case, anybody that's living, that's in this business is going to have to learn to market, because I don't want to say this, but it might be looking like we may be heading to another shutdown. What's your thoughts on that, Kid?
It's not looking good, bro. It really isn't. It's and I don't know what folks are waiting on. It's not looking good. It's spiking here in Ohio again, not to the extent of Florida, California, or Texas, or some of the other states, but I mean it's trending upward. And I think the last one I heard on Friday, they said it's been like 2,100 or something like that. Check my figures if I'm wrong, but they said it hadn't been up that high since April.
So, with all this stuff happening, we're going to probably go back into a shutdown because they got to curtail the spread. And the spread now, I'm not trying to get no thing, but if the spread is based off of people that have not got vaccinated, then that's a real problem. That's a real problem.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it's going to affect us again in how we do business everywhere, how we conduct business. Is going, they're talking about the economy was coming back up, but I don't see, and I said I don't see right now. I don't see anybody, no events going to be happening. Everything going to go back online. Just like the TV show The Talk, they've been virtual for over a year now, almost 2.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, I think they just now, and still one of the, even though they started, they had any live audience in the studio, but some of the hosts have gotten back together, and I think one of the hosts, now it hasn't been said officially, but they said she's been down under the weather, but that's
you talking about Carrie? You talking about Carrie Ann?
Yeah, and she's been gone since the week before Memorial Day.
Yeah, that's not. You know what I meant to say? Not The View hasn't been on in the studio over a year, but yeah, The Talk. Yeah, Carrie Ann she was going through a lot of different autoimmune problems. Okay, she also contracted COVID in December, so she said I gotta take care of myself, get off of here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, and then all that stuff happened with Sharon Osbourne. I wouldn't be surprised that if Carrie Ann don't come back, because she's going to work for Dancing with the Stars when that starts in the 20th of September. But I haven't heard anybody. I haven't even heard anybody talk about her coming back. Not like they did probably 3 or 4 months ago. Now I haven't heard anything. So, you know, yeah, it's this situation has changed a lot of stuff on TV. I don't know. They changed the Festival Latino again. That was supposed to be, I think, next weekend. And now it's not going to be until December, since that's, September. Let me say September, since that's Latino Hispanic Heritage Month. So, and that's going to only be one day down at the Commons. So if anybody you know this is from Columbus, y'all know where the Commons is downtown. We usually we had one of the biggest Latin festivals in the tri-state of Ohio, Indy, and Pennsylvania area. Okay. And Kentucky, it was one of the biggest ones here that was down at the riverfront. I mean, people were coming from everywhere. There were some people that were coming in from Chicago to this Latin festival. At least I know 10 years ago they were. Because I ran into some people from Chicago that were here. So it drew a lot of people. It probably even outdid the Puerto Rican festival in Chicago at the time. But, you know, since all this stuff is happening, I don't know what's going to happen. But like I said, you know, we're in the state now, and if you're in the space of network marketing, you got to understand network marketing is really not network marketing. It's just an affiliate program. Affiliate marketing is just that you got access to other people's products and services that they allow you to market and sell. Okay? What you should be marketing and sell. You should be marketing and sell yourself in front of that product, not the product in front of you. Okay? As they say, people buy from other people. Then if that's the case, if you are building relationships, then you need to market yourself and find out who is interested in who needs what you have to offer. Everybody's not going to need what you have to offer. That's why I said it's really more of an affiliate program than it is a network marketing. I mean, if you break it down and analyze how this business is, the model is, see, the model says to build a downline and all that other stuff. But most of the time, you spend more time trying to educate people on how to do this, and 90% of the people come in this business don't have a background in business. If you're any of you guys that are out in network marketing or in this industry, if you're in this business online, you should look at the leaders in your organizations and study who's the ones that are being very successful. The percentage is very low. And I had mentioned once before, there's another problem is, you know, because you buy from these companies wholesale, sell at retail. At least that's what you should do if you're trying to get money. What's going on here? Oh, lost Kent. Okay, what's going on? Okay, not sure what happened. Why was he kicked from studio? Okay. Having all these problems. Device not connected. His device is not connected? What's going on here? Oh, Lord, he got kicked off. Well, I hope he gets back on here. We like I said, it's about knowing what your business models are, and the business model for Truth for Building Business is probably outdated. Let me see if I can get him. Not sure what's going on. Why he's technology, like I said, love technology, but sometimes it's a pain in the butt. I'm not sure why he got kicked off. Let me go try this again. Send another invite. I wonder why he got. I don't know why that happened. I don't. Come on. Lord have mercy. Why is that? Lord, let's just try this again. Copy. I don't know why he got kicked off. Send the link again. I don't know what. Don't know why he got kicked off. What's going on here? Okay. Send. Yeah, this streaming has been bad here. I don't know what's going on, but send this link back to. Oh, wait a minute. Here he comes. Okay, what happened?
Yeah, I think I was. I think I had both my my regular cam and the high def cam on, and it just that was something on my end. So
yeah,
that was user error.
Okay. Okay, I didn't know if the link got messed up or I sent another.
Nope, that was user error.
What is this? I sent another. Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, what was I talking about? We're talking about why business models in the network marketing thing is really kind of outdated because, like I said, you're trying to build with people who have no business sense, just an employee. You're showing them some different things. But the beauty, this is the thing. This is the upside about network marketing. It's a combination of upside and downside, I guess, in this business. But just think about this and really think about it from this standpoint. I would think network marketing really allows the average Joe Blow to make some kind of substantial money in a team and to actually get seed money to invest in other businesses. Think about that. Most of the time, most people don't have enough money to invest in the stock market or real estate. And like where we come from in Amway, this is what they've done. People who hit the emerald level, I don't know if you knew this, Kent, they get hooked up with other business ventures, but rightfully so. They don't tell you this. They don't tell you this when you begin, And I don't know why they don't.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why they think people can't handle this. That will probably get them more motivation. They need to be truthful in business and more transparent because, granted, look, people, one of the biggest things I keep hearing, even the so-called leaders in this business, they keep still referring to this network marketing thing, affiliate, as their business. I've heard Lisa Torres say it. I've heard Tanya Eliza say it. I've heard a lot of these known famous people in this business refer to these companies that way. And they're not your business. You are your business. If you're truly talking about branding you as a person, branding your name, branding your business, then you need to be talking that way as we're talking about operations and in the universe. Well, you need to be putting that in the universe also and stop referring to these companies. Look, all these network marketing companies ain't no different than the corporate American places that you trying to get away from, where you want to fire your boss from. Well, most people right now ain't just trying to hear going back to because they ain't paying enough money. Okay? Those businesses, they're still the corporate plantation. They just have a outside business model. There's look, Time Warner and some other companies were doing the direct sales type model, not the same way as what you got with the network marketing. They tried to refer it to that, but I don't think it was that way because at the end of the day, they were fine. You know, they could fire you because they still had you as a W-2. Mm-hmm. When you on anybody's paid thing as a W-2, you're vulnerable. Okay, understand that type of thing. I could go on and on all night on this type of stuff. And next week we're gonna get down into some nitty gritty. Three things you need to concentrate doing. It's only three things you need to concentrate doing to actually build a business in network marketing. I'm talking about build a business, not just the downline. Building a business is more important than just the downline. The downline will come if you learn to build the business side. Well, what's your thoughts on that, Ken?
Yeah, this notion that building your downline, building depth, build security. That's just not the way. It's not feasible. It's impractical. It's impractical in these times. You got to brand you. You have to brand you, because if just like what happened to, like you said, Tracy Walker or Lisa Torres, what if that happens in your company that you're an affiliate for? That income's gone. You don't get that back. So you have to start branding you.
You're no more in a position than if you were working for them. Okay, mm-hmm. And because if they shut down, there's no income. There's no basis out. Even the residual component of that business is gone because it's within that structure, that corporate whatever entity. All that's gone. They're not gonna pay. Somebody has to pay you out the residual. The residual just don't come. Residual income, your residual income to be secure should be outside of that culture of network marketing. Granted, anything can fall apart. Everything can fall apart. Stock market, which has done it. Real estate has gone this ebb and flow. But you can't get, once those things kind of come back, and if you know how to deal with things, it's just about learning new skill sets. These companies, these network marketing companies, once they gone, most of the time they're gone. Okay, they're gone. And I'm looking at some of my Bitcoin, my stuff, some of that stuff is up and down, up and down. I got some investments in Bitcoin and cryptocurrency right now because I'm not putting all my eggs in one basket with anything. Okay, with network marketing, with any affiliate marketing, or any of these companies, because they can shut down. You could be on top, like Tracy Walker said, she was making a bunch of money, top earner in her business. You know, everybody gets on, I'm top earner. Well, okay, but if you want to continue to be a top earner, you need to have a bigger income outside of that. You need to either have something that even surpasses that, which is more something that you can control to a certain extent. And most people don't understand that you can't, and we try to, when you try to tell people that in these network marketing companies, they look at you all funny. You make you wonder, hey, I don't know if you knew this, Rudy, but some of the emeralds down in Cincinnati had to go back to work because things went kind of south. You know,
that I didn't know.
This happened. This happened a few years ago. But if they didn't learn to leverage the internet and social media, I wouldn't be surprised. And all of them were older than both of us. So trying to go back to work at that age and you ain't got something going on is it's crazy.
And that's something I don't want to do.
As an emerald, I mean, I always said to them, I said, if this system was truly the thing that works so well, why is it that y'all still at emerald? And let's look at this. Your big dogs in any network marketing company, their biggest income comes from trainings and tools. Prime example, Dexter Yager Group, Yager family supplied 98.9% of all the distributorships in Amway with their training. Okay? The family's a billion-dollar company, internet services outside this Amway thing. They didn't make $1 billion peddling shampoo, pills and potions and lotions because the ratio from retail to commission is too low to do that unless you got a big team doing it. And I don't know if that's even worth it then. That's why when you have a training system that supplies all of the distributorships, teams, or whatever you want to call it, the training, and they're buying from you, come on. Yeah, you're going to make a substantial amount of money. Training system. Okay? This is what we talk about. People in the umbrella companies. Even Dexter Yager even said that we needed to have a domain branded to ourselves. I remember when they came out with that, when things were going online. Okay? They were talking about branding ourselves with through the Yager group of stuff and different domain places. And I said that to people. I said, if y'all talk about watch the leadership, do what your upline does. Well, that's what you should have been doing with your upline instead of trying to peddle. Don't get me wrong, the products are good, but like I said, the ratio between retail and commission that you got, or retail wholesale commission is too low. A lot of them don't even, and most of them, including Amway, don't cover your auto ship.
Exactly.
Okay, so this may sound like I'm knocking network marketing. That's not my point. My point is to get you a transparency of this whole industry that a lot of people are not doing. I don't care, even some of the famous ones they're not. I even said to everybody, I was on Eric Worre's page, and I mentioned about how attraction marketing, first, you got to be comfortable in yourself or attraction marketing ain't going to work. He agreed with me. Okay? I talked to a lot of different leaders in this business online, never met any of them. Okay? But what I'm saying to you guys is that don't be scared to. So you got to be comfortable with yourself, and part of the personal development is being comfortable with you, who you are, even if they disagree with you. Don't get caught up. Don't get caught up or scared or whatever because they're at this level or they're L or diamond or whatever. They're just labels.
And let me piggyback off that, Greg, because when you mentioned personal development, yeah, because I had to come to a realization that personal development wasn't you developing yourself so you could be more amenable or more likable or more personable to the folks that you were quote unquote trying to prospect for, or you get into your business. That personal development you had to learn for yourself, and you had to, folks had to be attracted to you, because if you're not attracted to you, who else is going to be attracted to you?
Yeah, it's not about mocking or mirroring. I don't even like using, or they use the term that was so famous in this industry profession, duplication. You don't want to duplicate nobody but yourself. You teach your downline, or you teach your teammates or partners how to be.
Uh-oh, you froze up. Man, it was just getting good. Can you hear? Greg?
Okay, that's your key. The key is not.
Could you say that again? Because you froze up on my end.
The key to all this is understanding self. The key is to accepting self for what you are. It's not to be duplicatable to a upline. Upline is who he is or who she is. You gotta be. It's to develop your own assets. Okay, it's to accept who you are for who you are, not a duplication of anybody on that team. Biggest thing the problem when Bruce Lee died, the whole entertainment industry, especially in Hong Kong, was trying to find another Bruce Lee. Instead of trying to find somebody that was as good, not another Bruce Lee, because there ain't gonna be another Bruce Lee. Just like there ain't gonna be another Elvis or anybody. Those people were unique in their own way, and you need to accept them for who they are. That's why who they got the notoriety for them, because they accepted themselves for who they are.
Right.
Here we go. They want to try to mold you into this rah-rah part. I was never a rah-rah. I hated the rah-rah. Okay? I don't get excited like that. Okay? You want to give me that, show me the money. Be honest with you. I got into network marketing and business like that to make money. Business is totally about making money. If you got a problem with that, then maybe you need to step aside with that. But I don't know why you would have a problem with that, because a lot of y'all got a problem working for some small change at the jobs you work. So you can't have a problem with making money. You're contradicting what your whole thing is about. If you got a problem making money in this and don't have a problem, you can't hold it. You can't say you got a problem with making money, but bitch about your job. And then when it comes to something like this, you want to bitch about what? Making money or selling to those people. You can't serve two masters. You have to serve what is it that you want. You know that you're not making any money where you're at. It's not paying your bills hardly. So you're going to have to change. The mindset that has to change, not you personally, the mindset that has to change is the the self-negative talk about yourself that you made yourself believe. Stop listening to all that bullshit. Be you. Be yourself. Don't try to be your upline, sideline, whoever. Accept your personality, who you are, and those people, whoever, whatever it is, will be attracted to you. Certain people ain't gonna be attracted to me that they're attracted to Ken, and vice versa. We're two different personalities, and that's the way it should be. That's the whole damn concept of this attraction marketing thing. And everybody talking about all these affirmations and stuff. They're good, but damn it, the first damn thing you need to understand is getting thyself and learn to be thyself. That's what to say, the word. And a lot of black folks like to say the word, thyself be true. I think that's in that too. So if you don't learn to be thyself be true in your business, it don't matter.
Exactly.
It don't matter. You could be positive all the hell you want. Just being positive ain't gonna build your business. Hey, if just being positive build businesses, why is it the mafia and all these people that do all the negative stuff make millions of dollars? People. It ain't about being positive. It's about accepting thyself be true. That's what the thing is about. It ain't about always being positive, okay? Because bad people make a lot of money. Look who we had as the president. Wasn't nothing positive about him. He claimed he made some money. He probably did, but it wasn't about him being positive. It was about him positive about himself and understanding himself to do what he wanted to do, regardless if it did hurt anybody.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's what we gotta get with. This has been always my problem about, especially black folks in Christianity. Okay, just because you go to church every Sunday and praise God and all that other stuff, you got to understand the game of the and I'm not gonna step on some toes, but you know, Jesus wasn't a Christian, folks. Where did the term Christ really come from? And I ain't trying to get in a religious thing, but let's be real about it. He was a Jew. They're not Catholic, they're not Christian, they're not none of that stuff. So for us to be referring to that, I mean, that's something to think about, that people. Ain't nothing, you know, other than nothing Christian or Catholic in a region that he lived in. Okay. But what my point being is that this thing of success is about accepting you. And I'm gonna say, be it good or bad, it's about accepting who you are as a person.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, it's you got to pay the bills, it's you got to do this and that. It ain't, yeah, we love, and I'm not talking about this, you don't be positive, but don't get into this positive thing like that's the only way that you can be successful. The only positive thing you need to be is a positive about your abilities. Mm-hmm. All the other bullshit is just icing on a cake. Okay? The most important thing is the individual. And it's bad to say it. Like Bruce Lee said that people are creative, emotional changing people. You can't put people in a box and say you got to work this way. This is what's wrong with our educational system, because everybody learns different. Everybody, if you can't learn this way, they throw you out in the wash. In the book I was been reading, he said every person is more important than any type of system or any type of system or thing to box people in. The individual is more important. The system is just there as a foundation to build from. It is not there for you to be a slave to. Let me reiterate. It is there as a foundation to build from, not to be controlled or be a slave to people. That's what systems are about. Okay, you're supposed to evolve from those type of things. I just saw something on, what was it, from Wall Street Post, and it said, and I think I posted it as on. Let me see something. Let me go on. Let me see if I can find this. Let me go. Let me see if I can find on my page. Streaming is acting really funky. I may not be able to do this. Come on. What's going on here? It's not letting me. Well, there was an article that talked about that black folks, why they went to college, because they were told that if they go to college, they can compete or have a better life economically. And it's been totally the opposite. And I could have said that to a lot of people back then, because all the oh, here it is. There's all the let me see if I can find that article. And that's I guess you might have heard that too, Ken. Let me go. What's going on? Streaming tonight.
It is. It is. It's all around. Mine's been slow too.
I mean, it's sluggish tonight. Have you been having that trouble also?
Oh yeah. Been having that like the past 3 or 4 days.
Yeah, it's just. I'm trying to go to my Facebook page, but it's connected to Facebook. It's like pulling teeth.
Right.
But that's what we were all told, that if you want to have a better life, you need to go to college.
Yeah.
And what they're coming to find out in the last, let's say, 15 to 25 years is that notion ain't true anymore. People are struggling. Let me go here. That's all. Let's see. Trying to find that. Hell. Okay, I may not be able to do it because this is taking too long. What's going on here? Can't find it. Okay. You know what? Let's just go off of here. Okay. It's this streaming thing is this bad tonight. Sorry, people. But what I was saying was that people they're saying this to folks that, if you want to, I remember my mother said, well, you got to have kind of skill. I'm like, yeah, I know that. But it don't necessarily have to be college. And college really, I mean, especially for black and brown people, college has not really served a purpose because look, if you're sitting here spending $80,000, $100,000 to go to school and all this, and then you got to send kids to the corporate plantation where they don't treat them like nothing, you kind of wasted your time. It's like, you know, the white folks that flourish in those businesses because they either have a community or a network that they can hire each other's son or family, whatever, and they keep it that way. That's how money generates. We don't accumulate any businesses in our community. Mm-hmm. We talk about what do we want to do all the time? What you hear every time something about what we talking about with voting rights now. We want to march. Well, we've been marching since the 50s and 60s, and it really hasn't changed that much. Not for communities or economically. What does it change? Why did you go walk through the door and sit at the table on the counter? That's it? Is that all we want? I mean, you know, that has not helped from an economic standpoint on anywhere. And I know, Kit, you're a political science guy. What's your thoughts on that?
Well, like I told you before, and I've said on this broadcast before, one of the most essential things that my first political science professor told us, he said, yes, I'm going to talk about politics and how it's a rough game, how and it can be a nasty business, but I want you to take what I say as fact. If you learn nothing else, learn this: economic power begets political power. Economic power begets political. I don't care how advanced you take your political science studies. You have to remember that core essential thing: economic power begets political power, and that's something, you know, that's always stuck with me, you know. And this was and this professor, he was a liberal, but he was a white white guy. Ancestry was Hungarian, but yeah, in that first class, he said, I don't care what else you learn. You learn this: economic power begets political power.
There you go, right there. So basically, he's saying that it costs to vote. Mm-hmm. Voting is not free. Okay, right. You know, we're fighting. We sitting here. We hear everybody, and I'm not negating what John Lewis did and all that stuff. So don't be sending me emails and stuff about that. That's not my point here. And I don't know, you know, I don't know what his thoughts were and everything. But if, you know, to always do the same thing, march and cry about we need the rights to do, they'll take your vote, people. Understand this game. This is what I want y'all to understand. This is all of this is a game. They'll take your vote. Whether they do anything about it with your vote is a different story. Okay? They'll take your vote. Okay? What you should be fighting for, not just to vote. You should be fighting for what are we gonna get for our vote? Because we ain't getting shit for a vote. We ain't giving you no vote. Mm-hmm. This is where the economic portion, the economic power comes into play. Because when a community, a group of people has economic power, they don't have to vote for shit. They don't have to depend on what some congressman does or doesn't do. Mm-hmm. Because they built economic wherewithal within their communities. And this is where I think, especially black folks, are lacking, because we are always dependent on what all these senators and Congress people are supposed to do. And and hollering. And it's like now everybody's hollering about, well, you know, the progressives are hollering about, well, they're not doing this for voting rights or da. They're taking y'all the voting rights thing. I think the suppression of it, I think, is just another part of the game, so y'all can be misdirected from what y'all need to be thinking about is rights to have equal whatever, to sit at the table, to prosper economically. What's been happening in the United States ain't so much the vote, it's the economic portion that is keeping black people from having anything. That's why the gap between white and black is so widening, even in going to school and all that has not changed nothing. But we sitting there fighting over whether we have the right to vote. Fuck voting if there's no economics behind it. They don't give a shit. They'll take your vote and won't do a damn thing. Okay? This is why I keep saying to y'all about even with the presidential election, y'all got to be smart enough to understand that you don't vote for the actual person that you elect to put in the White House. You vote for the electors. So it's all, and in reality, all of it's bullshit.
Now, and you brought up, I just wanted to bring up a point that I've heard more than once, more than twice, and actually checked it out. They say home ownership in the black community, since black folks were able to own homes, it has only risen. And I believe since and again, check me on this, but since 1935, when blacks or some blacks were able to own homes, it has only risen 0.2%.
Well, you know, that's another discussion too. When we talk about economics and all this field,
from that time till now,
yeah, I know. Yeah, and like I said, the wealth gap has gotten wider, even those who are college educated, because we're trying to play into a system that was not set up for us to win in. That's just like you keep playing a game knowing the game is rigged. You trying to change the game knowing you can't win because of the way it's set up. Why play it?
Yeah, I mean, and since we're talking about the Olympics just ended. That's like trying to go a 400-meter hurdle. Everybody has 10 sets of hurdles, but your particular group has 15.
Yeah.
And you're supposed to try to achieve that same time and possibly win against those other folks who have returned 10 hurdles within that 400-meter distance.
You got to build an economy, people. Mm-hmm. Black folks especially, you got to build an economy. And the only way today to build an economy was through business ownership. And right now, it's easier to own a business through digital than it is any other way. Even though we had Kent's daughter on last week, how she owns the esthetician business, a brick and mortar type of business. Right. She saved money. She didn't have to go and ask for a loan at a bank that know damn well they wasn't gonna give her a loan for. See, there's ways of doing it. There's hard ways. It's the way to get where you want to go is never going to be from point A to point B. It's all over the place. Exactly. That is going to always be all over the place. Success is never in a straight line. I don't care who you are. I always use Bruce Lee as an analogy because at that time period, that was a big influence on me as a teenager. Even though he had died when I was 14 years old, over the years, and reading his success, his trials and tribulations in Hollywood in the U.S., when he had to go back to Hong Kong for the U.S. to get to notice him. Okay, right. He had to go in the back door through Hong Kong for the U.S. to notice him. He had been working in the U.S. for 10 years. Okay, so you know that shows right there where you got to go. Look, you know, it's never a straight line. Nothing is.
No.
And I don't care what anybody tries to tell you about that. Well, there was somebody on MSNBC that yesterday were talking about it took them 7 years. No, it was 7 or 9 years to finish their undergrad because of money.
Okay.
They finished, but you know, it's the game of life is the game. And I guess if you've ever played Monopoly, you'll understand a lot of that stuff. That's what they need to. That's what people need to learn how to play Monopoly. You need to learn how to play chess, because all these games will teach you about business and strategy. Okay, all of them. We too much want to get from the accolades of, well, I got my master's degree. I got my PhD degree. Who cares? The system don't give a shit about your PhD or your master's degree or your BA or MBA or executive MBA. They don't give a fuck about all that shit. They don't care. When it's too many people saturating the market in a way, I said this story before too. They always change the game. Like I said, I told you about the story about friends of mine back in 1980 who were all going to school for an engineering degree. Engineering degree was a thing to get in the 80s because you make a lot of money. By near the end of the 80s, people were getting laid off, mostly black, because there were a lot of black folks going to school for engineering. They're getting laid off, couldn't get a job, all that shit. Because you got to watch the market and quit joining the market because somebody said you should, and you don't have any controlling interest on what's going to happen in the market. Mm-hmm. And that's what happens with us. We get into this market. We want to jump into this, as we say, trend. Like now. What is this? I'm just asking a question. You might get pissed off. What is it with all these black guys, a lot of them, with all these raggedy ass beards? Shit. If you notice that, this raggedy ass beard style, what is up with that? I've noticed that with a lot of celebrities, and they almost look like they're unkept. And what is it about this hair that's all over the place? Look like they got caught in the wind tunnel. I mean, it don't look like it's combed. I mean, what is that? I'm just trying to find out what is going on.
I have no idea.
You know, this thing called woke is bullshit. That's not being woke, people. If you were truly woke, you wouldn't join on to something else like this because it's trendy or fashionable or hip. Always run the opposite of shit that becomes too saturated. Always, people. Run the opposite fucking way of what most people are jumping into, because most of the time it ain't positive. It ain't nothing but a trend. That's why they call it a trend. Okay. That's why you see all this shit in Hollywood. Hair look like they combed it with a toothpick. All these raggedy ass beards, like, and with this COVID shit, and I wouldn't be walking around with no beard. Well, you think that's gonna keep that out of it? I mean, this shit look like I don't know, man. I don't know. We gotta really look at the market look at what's going on. And I don't want to get no email talking about trying to get back to their African heritage. And a lot of these African people ain't doing that shit.
Yeah, you're right about that.
I mean, not even Caribbean people are doing that. You know, if you're going to mock anything that African people are doing, most African people speak more than one language. Okay? Learn to speak another language. Just saying. But that is some of the things I've just noticed. What's been happening in the market. So, you know, you got any other thoughts on your birthday evening? Cheers, salute.
Thank you. No, you pretty much put it out there. But hey, that's what we do on Sunset Sundays. You know, we keep it real. We do our best to give you information that's going to be pertinent to you and your business. We feel that it's all about branding you, and we're going to continue to push that narrative, and we're going to do our best to direct you to the tools and the skill sets that you're going to need to propel your home-based business forward, especially in these COVID times. Because COVID, everybody, and I know everybody's tired of COVID. I am so tired of COVID. But COVID, it was just taking a stretch and saying, "Oh, I'm just getting started."
Yeah, that's what it seemed like.
Mm-hmm.
And then these people are just not, the biggest problem I have with all this unvaccinated, like I said just before, is that these people act like it's only about them, and they got to understand that you're bringing stuff into your own family. If they ain't be able to handle the stuff, see what they're trying to do is get out of the level of being a pandemic to maybe being a what does they call it? An epidemic. Okay, which means the pandemic is more global. An epidemic may be spread in different places, but it ain't globally like it is now. Mm-hmm. And once we keep doing this and people refuse to get vaccinated, even though they say the U.S. is at the 70% mark, there's a little over half of people in the U.S. are vaccinated. We still got another half of y'all that ain't vaccinated. And then you got to worry about kids that are getting that are contracting this because some of them they're not old enough to get it. So that's another issue.
Right.
So,
right.
but if you got family members that won't get it, I'll tell them, don't come over here unvaccinated with your ass. I don't want you spread. This is another reason why I said I don't want to work nowhere, because I used to work when I worked at Time Warner, and I think it was during that H1N1 people come to work sick. Mm-hmm. You can't have a productive team nowhere if you have a teammate or your whole team is infected or sick. You can't be productive. And you can't have a productive country if there's a base of a few people that are keeping the rest of us maybe in fear or vulnerable to be sick because they refuse to get vaccinated. It's not about you not being vaccinated. It's about everybody. We all live in this country together, and you not being vaccinated is putting the rest of us in danger. I don't know why that is so hard to understand. Sometimes I wish they would do like the president of the Philippines and just lock up some people or deport their ass. They're gonna have to do something. Okay? Because we're gonna keep going around and around with this shit, and we're not gonna get rid of these variants that'll pop up. And the understanding, if you don't understand the science, if you don't have enough people vaccinated to get a herd immunity type thing, you may develop other variants. Okay. You may develop other variants that can be more deadlier. It could be the end of let me take it real. There could be a virus that comes around, could be the end of humanity and turn some people into zombie apocalypse. Now, we've been seeing all these movies about zombie apocalypse, okay? And a lot of those things started with a virus, people. I know they're movies, but you just don't know. Why take the chance? And I'm not saying that that's what's going to happen. I'm just saying that let's try to control this thing, eradicate it, so we don't have all these problems. If you want to go back to going to concerts and doing it, because you know what? Y'all keep... There's a movie, and they've never shown this movie nowhere, not even on Netflix. And I haven't seen it. There's a movie with Brad Pitt called World War Z. You ever heard of it, Kent?
Haven't seen it, but
I have not seen it either. I just saw a preview where these people were trying to get over there, and they had these Huey helicopters, and all they were doing is shooting at these people because I guess the virus got so much out of hand, whatever was going on. That is not, that's not too much far-fetched. We don't know what a variant could turn people, not so much into zombies, but zombie-like, do something to the mind that they might, because look what we got this uptick, all these murders and stuff. Who's to say? Why are all these kids running around here doing the shit that they're doing?
Right.
We don't know if that is an effect of them catching the COVID, and if they got over it, that their minds are all fucked up. We don't know. And I'm not saying that as it's the truth, but we don't know what's going on. Honestly, nobody knows what's going on. Okay. It is now 10 till 10. As I always say at the end of these shows, that it's a Sunday night. Most of y'all gotta go back to work, gotta go do what you gotta do. And I just said, heart attack rate goes up it's probably at 95% now because of what's going on. I'm just saying, Les Brown always say he always say 80, he always say 25, 35% on Sunday night because people don't like to go in their job. But right now, people don't like to go to their job. They're stressed out because they don't know what's going to happen with all this stuff in the country with this COVID. How's it going to affect their economy, family. And then you got certain people won't take the responsibility to go and get vaccinated. It's all this shit, people. It's all this shit. And we got to understand that it's a problem it's a global problem. It's not a neighborhood problem. It's a global problem. And if we can't take care of it globally, we don't really have a future, and there ain't no freedom. Nobody's free. With that being said, my name is Greg Smith. What is this? This is a news break. Top U.S. chains are reinstating their mask mandate. Huh?
Oh yeah. Military. Yeah.
Is it change? What does that mean?
It was just I guess at certain facilities they didn't have a mandatory mask mandate, but now mask up, troops. Yep.
Top U.S. retail and food chains have updated their mask policies since the U.S. Centers of Disease Control Prevention said that this week that fully vaccinated people should wear masks in indoor areas with substantial COVID transmission. So, it's all these food and restaurant and retail places are mandatory back to mask wearing because people that decided not to get vaccinated cause more problems to us. And it's bad to say that's what's going on. Until people start understanding that we may go through this another year. Did you see that guy? I don't know where he was at. He told me he would rather go through what he's going through with the illness than to take the vaccine.
Yeah.
He was on some new. I said, you gotta be a special kind of stupid. He don't care shit about it. Nobody. No. I mean, that's selfish. Any more last thoughts, criticisms?
Guys, hey, Greg and I put it out there for you. If you got value from this chat tonight, share it out to your family and friends. We appreciate those of y'all who popped on personally. Hey, everybody, thanks for all the birthday love. I appreciate that. Blessed to 54 years around. Hopefully, I still got some more years to go before it's all said and done. You know, and I'm going to keep on building my business with my friend and business partner. You know, we're gonna keep it going. We're gonna build our businesses, whether you all decide to want to do that or not. We're gonna keep on doing it because this is a viable vehicle, especially with everything that's going on now. You've got to dig your well, and I said this before. You got to dig your well before you get thirsty. Yeah. Because if you're trying to dig your well while you're thirsty, it's too hard. You're building your business out of desperation. You don't want to do that.
If you like what's going on, what we said, you can follow me at the link below on my blog, my newsletter down there at GregorySmith.online. We have a training every Wednesday night through the industry-wide training on online marketing, affiliate marketing. You can register for that. That starts at 8 o'clock. Down below, the lower third, Gregory Smith Solutions.online. That's where you can go register for that at. Okay. We want to thank everybody for joining us tonight. And like I said, my book, if you want to understand why you need to be marketing instead of prospecting, down here, get that book. Okay. Like I said, you need to, there's more to a lot of things that you know. We're just here to help. With that being said, my name is Greg Smith.
Kent Robertson, also known for today, or at least for a couple of more hours as a birthday boy.
The birthday boy. Like I said, salute. We'll see you next week. We're going to get into some ways into how to build this kind of structure in your business more than just building a downline. Okay. With that being said, my name is Greg Smith. This is Ken Robinson. We'll see you next week.
Stay safe, everybody.